YouTubers, I'm Timothy. Today we're going to discuss the positive and negative ego. Now, to understand the human psyche and how our brain develops and how it works, we need to understand what is the primal force in our subconscious mind of what allows us to achieve great things. Now, this life was never about coasting. It's always about challenging yourself, mastering yourself, making sure that you have the tools in order for you to grow spiritually. Now, usually this will be for all my Reiki students, but if you are just wanting to know more about your positive and negative ego, stay tuned, because we're going to go through all the aspects of yourself and how we can better ourselves working with the negative ego and working with the positive ego, and what are these things of the ego. Okay, so the ego spelled out is edging God out. So it's literally being so scientific mind, or using the rational mind to try and convey a sense of a box mentality. It's something almost like we have to put ourselves in this framework, and from that framework then we start believing everything else. Now, that is one of the biggest problems when it comes to being human, is that we feel we know everything. So today I am going to break down what is the ego, how does it apply to you, how can we overcome the negative ego, and how can we work with the positive ego. If this interests you, stay tuned, because we're going to go through everything. Now, think of your mind as a little cube, okay, as a little box. And in that little mindset, from the time you were born to now, we had a few things going on, whether it was church molding our thoughts and belief structures, science coming in to give us a framework, any of the above. Now, as a natural healer, you have the ability to be able to go beyond your physical body, working with the soul bodies, energy bodies that science can't prove, not yet. But they do understand that there is things called electricity, and we can't explain that to a full degree, and therefore we have a soul managing this physical body, and it has a plan on this planet. Okay, so whether you're atheist or not, that's perfectly fine. Just bear with me, okay? This will still apply to your energy, your mind, if you give it just a little bit of time frame. Okay, just trust me when I say we can always learn something new. Okay, so work with this. If it works for you, fantastic. If it doesn't, it's perfectly okay. I thank you anyway for watching this video. But for the people that are believing energy, this is for you. This is an amazing tool to visually understand how does the negative ego control you. Now, think of it this way. If you were Christian and you became spiritual, we have all this dogma, things we have to unveil so that your soul path can actually grow. Now, that doesn't mean that you can be spiritual and Christian and not be spiritual. You can still take the principles of being spiritual and invest it in Christianity or any other religion you're in, and it will still work for you. Now, the human mind is complex and has many different reactions to things. If we can find out what is your reaction to something, we can understand where does it come from strength, or does it come from weakness? So always looking at your flaws and seeing where can I do better, what can I do better in myself, in my everyday life, in my relationships with my friends and family. And this life was meant to be something that you had to work on. We couldn't just coast through this life. That's not the whole point of this, having this physical experience. We are learning through the different five senses, seeing, hearing, touch and taste. These are the senses that bring and awaken our spirit in the physical body. The ego is here to push out things that we can't see, and because we can't see it, no, we don't believe it. The rational mind is here to keep you in a box, to keep you limited in your thinking and how you portray the world and how you see the world. However, we are supposed to be growing out of boxes. We're not supposed to be sitting in this old confined energies. Those are 3D energies or three-dimensional energies, and we have now progressed in our energy now to advance our energy. Okay, so just bear with me. There's many different teachings to this way of looking at life, but it's quite a simple way to look at it, but quite an effective way to get a control of your life. If you're feeling helpless, or you don't know where to go in spirituality, if you don't know where to go, you open up a can of worms and I don't know what my path is. I always recommend someone coming back to a premise of ourselves and our mind, so we can groom it, heal it, and move on. Okay, so we're always constantly evolving and not devaluing ourselves and going backwards. Okay, part of spirituality is always pushing yourself beyond your limits, beyond your understandings. Even if you don't understand something right now, look at it, learn it, and put it in the back of your mind to when you can grasp that concept later. It's always about challenging yourself, making yourself better, making yourself whole, whether it is reactions in ourselves or conditioning in ourselves. Now that is form part of the mind that traps us, that we don't believe in ourselves, that we don't get told that we are more than enough in this life, and that we are far greater than what we realize, that we are physical God in the physical world, and that we have the divine spirit within us, regardless of where you are, what culture you come from. I hope you can take on this knowledge, and I hope you can work with this information. Now, I'll go through a little graph so we can understand it. I'll work with it. Think of someone who is always negative. Now, it doesn't matter what they are, what they're doing. They're starting from a starting point. Now, I'm going to put up a graph in front of you, and just give me a moment, and we'll go through the graph and so we can understand what does this mean to us. Okay, cool. So here's a lovely little map of the negative ego. Here's the negative ego. Here's okay. And just on this side of here, we have the positive ego. So in the negative ego, the way the mind works, and this is where we usually are between these 2 points. We start off negative, we have negative belief structures, negative conditioning of the mind, and we want to start using the law of attraction, things that we want to manifest. And we start off with this negative ego, and we start pushing our energy out, and when that doesn't happen, we go back to being negative. This is why people find it extremely hard to break free of this bad rap over here. That negative karma or negative energy that keeps hitting them over and over and over, because they're in this loop of negative energy. They start off with the intention, they try and manifest it, and when it doesn't work to their result or what they want, then they basically become even more negative. Now it's double amount of negative energy over here. Alright, so the way we can get to the energy of okay is the ability to be able to go and work with our own self, to give us self-love. Okay, so write a list. Give me a list of over 10 things you love, that brings you joy, that brings you passion. So our homework to get the energy of okay, alright, so where the energy of okay is, you're okay to be happy, sad, positive, negative, and that's okay. There's a neutral ground. There's the ability to be able to manifest things from a space of, even if I have 100 Rand in my pocket, I'm okay. Alright, so the energy of okay is where we want to strive to be. Okay, so to get rid of this energy of the negative mind, we need to go into the energy of okay by giving ourselves 1 hour of passion per day. That is the energy that you're going to be needing in order for you to grow the most in the spiritual life. The ability to be able to, for you to push yourself beyond limits. So this is 1 hour a day. You can split that hour up between half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening. That can be reading a book, having a bath, running, jogging, exercising, giving me time. Basically, anything that gives you me time this is a good idea to go into. Now, the energy of okay is your ability to be, even with nothing in your pocket, you're spiritually and fulfilled. You fill your cup first, and then you are able to give to other people. A lot of times we are empty here. We have given out the energy of our energy to other people, and we have not taken energy back. This also comes in with a beautiful teaching of always receive energy. So when someone offers to do something for you, receive it. Okay. The reason being is that you are allowing the energy to flow between you and them. You're giving them permission to help you. You're giving them permission to be by your side, to help you on a low energy. And that feeds your soul, gives you energy back again. So you have more energy to give in future. Now, if you want to start working with the positive ego, the positive ego is that voice in your mind that tells you that you can do it. You have the ability to be able to manifest anything your heart desires in whatever way you want. To work with this positive ego, this is where the miracles happen. You leap forward. You start off with the energy of okay. You start manifesting. And if it doesn't happen, you're still okay. You don't beat yourself up. You don't hurt yourself. You don't blame the universe. You are at the energy of okay because you filled your cup. Your emotional cup that you have given to yourself, the self-love that you have given to yourself, that is the energy of okay. So whether it happens or not, you're still going back to the energy of okay. This is, as you start building this trust, you'll start getting bigger and bigger miracles starting to happen in your life because you started trusting the laws of the universe. That is of, you will never be without anything that your heart doesn't desire. So anyone from the streets, can manifest in this way just by putting your mind into something that is going to be beneficial to you. Even if we just work with the energy of okay, and we start believing good structures, start saying good affirmations, 100 of them per day, start doing one of the 10 things per day that you wrote on that list, to manifest, to become better, to become stronger. Every single day you're working on yourself. This is where the self-healing comes in. This is where affirmations comes in. This is where dream boards come in. This is where you invest in your dreams, what you want out of life. When you start investing in yourself, you start reaping the rewards of the universe, because it will start showing up in your life every day. So to keep a healthy balance, giving and receiving has to be in balance to get to the end of okay. You have to be able to, if someone offers you tea or coffee, receive that. Even if you don't want it, even if you find it hard to say yes, receive it anyway, because you're telling the universe, it's okay, I'm ready to receive now. Then the universe gives you something bigger and starts working this positive ego, and you start manifesting the miracles of your life. I hope that this tutorial has helped you in any way. Please let me know if it has. And I hope that you can give me some comments in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe if this video has helped you in any way. Please comment in the comments below if I can add to this video. I'd always love to hear from my people, and let me know if this can help you in your life. Much love to you. Thank you so much.